Hi friends, it's Kristen Powell here with Usborne Books and More, and I want to share with you this picture book called Here in the Garden. And this is by Bryony Stewart. She's an Australian author illustrator, and I am in love with this book. If you are a grandmother and your grandkids are far away from you, for my family, my mom has never lived in the same state as my kids and I. This book will capture your heart. You need this book. If the garden was a meaningful space and a time for you and your kids, even if your kids have grown older, this is a keepsake treasure book for you. We're going to look in it real quick together. Also, this would be a sweet gift to someone who doesn't have full custody of their kids. Anyone who's feeling like, I miss you, and when I'm in the garden, I think about you, and wants to share that. That's what this book is, and beautifully illustrated. So we're just going to take a look at a few of the pages. It starts off, "The wind is raking through the falling leaves, and I wish that you were here." We'd skip over fallen branches and search for leaves that were the biggest and the brightest. And as you can see, here's where the garden shows up for the first time on this page. And the seasons are going to pass as you go through this book, and you're going to see the garden change. And it continually, pages will say, "And I wish that you were here." And so here is watching the garden again. And this one, "You'd sit beside me on the back steps and watch the garden turn deep and dark and green." And in addition to seeing the garden change in the illustrations, you're also going to see this cute little bunny. And so the kids that you're reading this with will have this little bunny to spot, and the bunny does all sorts of cute things. And as we go through, you can just see, it's "I wish that you were here with me," and what we would be doing in the garden together. And I'm going to read you the last 3 pages so you get a sense for this beautiful and long picture book. It says, "The garden is growing and changing, and when I wish that you were here, I go outside and I find you." And can you see these beautiful little memories? Little pictures of the memories of what this boy was doing in the garden. And so I go outside and find you in the memories, in the garden, in my heart. How sweet is that? I almost feel like this is what my mom would have written for my kids. And so this is a keeper for me. It's going to be really meaningful. If you're a long distance grandma, this is a win. This is by Bryony Stewart, Here in the Garden, and it's $11.99.